Most traders don't fail funded account challenges because they can't find entries in their system. They fail because they don't know how to manage risk. I know this because I struggled with it too. I blew not just multiple, I blew many accounts before I finally got serious about risk management. And that is what made the biggest difference in helping me pass my funded accounts. It is not a system, it is your risk management. Now, in this video, I will walk you through the exact risk management principles I use to pass my funded accounts. Quick disclaimer, I am not a financial advisor, and this isn't financial advice. I'm simply sharing my personal experience so you can learn from what worked for me. Now, a lot of traders think passing is about finding the perfect system, but the truth is, even a great system won't save you if your risk is out of control. Funded firms don't just test your profitability, they test your discipline and they want to see if you can survive drawdowns without blowing up. For example, TopStep, if you open up a 50K account, your max drawdown for the day is only $2,000 and you have to make $3,000. If you don't manage your risk correctly, you're going to blow through that account and you're going to keep spending money and keep blowing and keep spending money. Now, for me, the breakthrough came when I realized risk management was more important than the entry on my system itself. I have a fixed daily loss limit, and that fixed daily loss limit is going to be different for everyone. But for me, it was around $200. If I lose that, I'm out, I'm done for the day. Now, the reason why it's 200 is because when I first started, I mean, not when I first started, when I first started caring about my risk management and being consistent instead of just going hoopla on like one or two trades, I started doing 2 to 3 to 400 in that range a day. Now, if I know I'm making 2 to 3 or 400 a day, I found out I only had 1 or 2 losing days in the span of what was it, like 14 days. So 2 weeks, I only had 2 losing days. That's one day per week I lost money on. Now, when I say that I never lose more than what I can make per day is if I'm constantly averaging 3 to 400 in that range every day, and if I have one day where I'm down to 50 and I know that my losing days are very small, my winning days, I have a lot more winning days than losing days, then that 250, that 200 loss on that one day is going to be nothing compared to the 3 to 400 gains I have every day. Now, my risk per trade is different based on what the market structure is giving me. But usually, what I did is on my ES chart, I usually have a risk of 3 to 5 points, and my profit is around 5 to 7 or 10 points. Now, the reason why I do that is because if my minimum profit on my trade is going to be 5 points, but my minimum loss on my trade is going to be 4 points, that's basically a 1-to-1 trade. And that means if I have more winning trades, I'm always going to be positive. Now, I have a stop loss discipline. So I stopped moving my losses more than what I would set it to if price was coming down close to it or near it. And when I stopped doing that, I started becoming way better because I actually started accepting the loss, which a lot of traders out here need to start doing. And when I started doing that, I was finally able to start seeing improvement. Now, I don't have a max trade per day. I don't kind of believe in the having max trades per day. It may work for other people, but what worked for me is that if I hit my goal, I'm done. If I don't hit my goal and if I lose, I'm done. If I don't see anything happening in the rest of the day, I'm done. I trade whenever my system gives me A plus setup, and that I usually get about 2, 3, or 4 trades a day with my system. Now that's perfectly fine with me, but max trades per day, I don't do that. I do what the market gives me. So I do max market gives. if that makes sense. Now, I do have like I said, my daily profit lock-in is usually around 5 to 10 in that range of ES points, and I make sure to not lose more than 5 points a day. So if I'm down like 3 points, or if I'm down 4 points on a day, I probably will just call it. When I started applying these rules consistently and I was strict about it, everything changed. My results stabilized, my drawdowns shrank, and not just that, I finally passed my funded accounts. It wasn't about a golden system or a secret system. It was about accepting the loss and actually managing my risk. Now, if you're struggling to pass funded accounts, look closely at your risk management, because that might be that missing puzzle piece for you to finally pass your funded accounts. Remember, I'm just sharing my experience. I'm not telling you what to do, but hopefully you can take some ideas from what worked for me and apply them in your own journey. If you found this helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos like this. And subscribe, and I will see you on the next video.